You know, I could really go for some lasagna right now.
I gave you bratwurst earlier.
I like lasagna now.
Alright, that's fair.
Will you give me lasagna?
No.
Shut up. Give me lasagna.
No.
Yeah, baby, you know you love me to give me some lasagna.
Give me some lasagna.
Stupid electric stove.
Oi.
The
Anyway,
lazy way to cook. Home
continuing-
is where the fridge is.
Okay, so continuing off from
Lazy
where I was...
is taking a coffee break between naps.
Where I was last part, just reading off Garfield facts. Sort of repeating what I was saying. Garfield has a sister series and a long-lost sibling. Jim Davis had worked on other comic strips. One was based on Bugs. Davis would find a little
Take
more
life
success with
one nap
Garfield's
at a
sister
time.
series, U.S. Acres, a strip depicting the misadventures of farm animals. U.S. Acres would later be removed from the press, finding new homes in Garfield and Friends, and the Garfield website where it continues to see publication.
Oh yeah, I remember U.S. Acres.
And the last fact, Garfield is essentially immortal thanks to Garfield His 9 Lives, a spin-off comic book and cartoon special that depicted Garfield in different art styles across different generations in time. The book and special would go on to be infamous for including one of the scarier interpretations within their making, as well as a variety of other more fun stylizations. However, the bigger takeaway from them would be their conclusion, where Odie and Garfield use up their final life and come face to face with God, who grants them another 9 lives due to a computer mishap in heaven. Garfield knowingly graciously obliged, and is later revealed that God is also a cat, and has mischievously remarked, "We have to stick together, you know." Let it be official that within the Garfield canon there is a cat god, it seemingly granting Garfield an infinite amount of lives.
Hooray!
I love that that's the fact we end the fun
I can
facts
push
thing on.
this.
That Garfield is canonically immortal. Not only that, the man's met God, which is slightly even more frightening.
Yeah, let's not think about that.
Although it reminds me of the creepy augmented reality game thing of Gilbert Godfield or Garfield or whatever.
Gilbert Godfield.
Have you heard?
Hey, where's my lasagna?
Have you ever seen that or at least heard of it?
What, Gilbert Garfield?
Yeah.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
I just made that up. What the?
Yeah, no, it, I think like 2 years ago, it was an augmented reality thing where in an alternate universe, instead of regular Garfield, there was a weird fusion of Gilbert Gottfried and Garfield. And the sad thing is, this happened like right around the time that Gilbert Gottfried passed away. Which in and of itself is just sad timing, but sometimes the world works out that way. First off, it's fucking terrifying in places, but it was a real thing that a fan had created, and hilariously enough, that also had Garfield, that version of Garfield be immortal. And strangely enough, a weird time traveler eldritch horror thing. The internet really has just kind of fucked up Garfield.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I remember Garfield.
There's that. I like Garfield because that's the Goth female Garfield, right?
Yep.
I like that one, because that one's at least tame considering a lot of the other interpretations I've seen. Remember Lasagna Cat?
Oh no.
I don't even remember hating Lasagna Cat. It's just weird. It glares at the 3 hour. This is who I am. I've had this many sexual partners. Only for the ending of that video to have a version of John Arbuckle talking to John Arbuckle saying that he's had so many sexual partners, and the John at the house that answers the door being like, no, and closing the door. It's like, Lasagna Cat was fucking weird.
Yep.
I mean, the things the internet has done to Garfield, hilariously enough, making it more interesting than a lot of Garfield stuff has actually been. Man, I mentioned the... Oh, I think this is the part where I finally realized that the fucking sombreros are off-center. I hope so, anyway. The quicker we get that done and over with, the quicker I can move on with my life.
Oh, wait, we are in a long part.
Ah, shit. I think I sat on Rumpy's fast forward button. There we go.
There we go. I have a fast forward button when I build that.
I'm not answering that question.
Did you wipe my memory again?
I'm not answering that question either.
Oh, glitch.
Anyway. But I mentioned in an earlier part that there are other comic strips that have had video games based on them. I think the next time we actually do a playthrough based on a comic strip, I am legitimately gonna do a playthrough on Snoopy.
Nice.
Like Snoopy versus the Red Baron, because we'll at least have something to say in that one.
Ooh.
Although I have a slight request
Stupid electric stove.
for the Snoopy playthrough.
But
So you know how the Batman playthrough we've had cliffhanger endings?
yeah.
For the Snoopy playthrough, as a joke, because in the beginning it's revealed that it's actually revealed that the entire story is a book that Snoopy has written, but once we get inside the actual game itself, where we're actually going to the different places of World War I and trying to shoot down Red Baron, I want to do make it like a radio news broadcast or something. Like one of those, Dateline, 1963, or something like that.
Can try something like that.
It would be fun.
Take life one nap at a time.
Oh no.
And how,
We just
how
have
can I
6.5 more hours left to actually finish cleaning up the house and making the lasagna.
real time, is it?
What, that timer?
Yeah.
That timer is real time.
Seriously, you could just let the game run for 6 hours and
It's an 8-hour timer.
8 hours and
Remember, this playthrough is technically closer to 3, maybe 3.5 hours.
Huh.
Yeah.
So like you could just set the controller down for 8 hours and do absolutely nothing. What, you get an alternate ending if you do that?
I'm kind of curious. I don't know if I would ever leave the game on for 8 hours. But I definitely... That would make for a really funny stream. That and, Have you heard of Desert Bus?
No.
there was a canceled Penn and Teller game on the Sega CD where it had different mini games, all of which were meant to trick. Like you would boot up the mini game to screw with your friends. But one of those mini games was Desert Bus, and the entire purpose of Desert Bus is a literal, in real time, 8-hour drive to, where was it? It's also funny because all anyone actually remembers of that game.
Smarter, hang around someone stupider.
All anyone remembers of that game is actually Desert Bus. Also, okay, looking at the Wikipedia article, because this is actually funny, because Desert Bus, to actually complete that game, takes literally 8 hours, and you cannot pause the game.
Christ, that is dedication.
I
don't know if we can do Desert Bus. What were we talking about for like 8 hours?
We would bullshit for 8
It's
hours.
like a
We would
giant
find
green
something.
snake
We would find something to do.
that drools a lot.
If we ever did Desert Bus, that would be a charity live stream.
I think
But-
that goes in the garage.
Desert Bus. So this one really
I
cracked
can
me up.
push this.
The television producer Eddie Gorodetsky came up with the idea for Desert Bus as an overly realistic and non-violent game. A response to Janet Reno, the United States Attorney General, and an opponent of violence in video games. Sometime later, Penn and Teller recorded their full-motion video sequences in a temporary blue-screen studio at Absolute Entertainment's New Jersey headquarters. According to Mark Morris, one of the programmers of the full Penn
That
and
was a
Teller
lot
game,
of trouble. But it was
Desert
worth
Bus took like 5 minutes to program. That's genuinely
from the
actually
bathroom.
kind of beautiful to me.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the game never actually came out, which is saddening, but a prototype version was leaked. And the only reason that, again, one of the biggest reasons that people even remember it is mostly for Desert Bus. Yeah, so if you look up Desert Bus on YouTube and try and watch a full playthrough of the game, all the playthroughs are around like 8 hours long. But it is definitely if we did it, if we played Desert Bus, that would be a charity. That would be a big charity live stream.
Yep.
I can pull that.
We'll put that under the hat for one of these days.
Oh yeah, like it would be fun, but again, like I would not do that as a playthrough. It would be a live stream. We would still put the live stream up on the channel, but it would be specifically a live stream. It wouldn't be I would not do that as a multiplayer playthrough. That being said, so you are driving from Tucson, Arizona to Las Vegas in real time. Like, that's the joke.
Didn't I send this to Abu Dhabi?
Huh, a mysterious package. I wonder what's inside. Chooses to ignore package. But yeah, no, Desert Bus would honestly be, because it was made as a joke, and it is a joke. But it would, I think it'd be enjoyable to at least to try it. Also, I really hate because one of the items I actually have right now that I can put up, I have no idea where to put up, and that's the flower pot that's supposed to go outside. It's supposed to go in the front yard right next to the stairs, but because I can't see the outline, it takes me like another 2 or 3 parts to figure out where it actually goes. You want to know the funny thing? Going back to Desert Bus. Do you know what happens when you finally make it to Las Vegas?
They're closed.
No. You have the option to play the entire game over again, just going from Las Vegas back to Tucson, Arizona.
I can push that.
You know, another entire
come out to
8-hour
play?
drive.
Oh no.
I mean, I gotta be honest. At the very least, that is kind of funny.
Yeah, that's true.
For silky, healthy fur. I can pull that.
Hey, Trumpy, why aren't you talking about the game? Are you watching the game? We have nothing to talk about.
Does anybody care?
No. Let's be honest, I don't think anyone cared that we were doing this.
I don't have time to be
Nope.
this busy.
I'd take a nap right now, but I don't think now's the time.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, we're getting close to the end of the part.
That's good.
Take that back to the game.
Ain't that good news, Sophie?
I think he fell asleep like 3 hours ago. Normally, I'd try and wake him up or do something, but like all the chaotic energy has been zapped out of me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next part. At the very least, that one wasn't too long.